Horses, they have canine teeth, usually 4 of them, top and bottom, so those are right behind the incisors, and you have to watch when you put your finger in that you don't get the canine tooth. And I can show that to you if there's any of you that haven't seen that before. Okay, so she's really very good about having her head handled, I would say. She's very gentle, and she's, you know, she doesn't totally know my triggers, but she's willing to follow my suggestion. Do you see how I'm doing this, Jana?
Yeah.
You can work on this and get her. There, she's resisting, so I'm going to stay here. If she lowers her head and I let my hand disappear, that just told her that she had the right response.
Okay.
So, like with him, when I put the pressure there and it went all the way to the ground, that's how he learned that. Okay, so that's really good. So then my next step is I'm going to just make sure that she's not sensitive to the equipment. So see what I'm doing here? I'm just kind of rubbing the bridle around her face. Okay, and she's, like, what are you doing? So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take the crown piece and I'm going to cradle the bit, and she's immediately having a reaction to want to raise.
This is where I run into trouble.
But see, I've got my hand right here. She's keeping it there. I'm opening. Look, we missed. We missed. Here we go. There we go. Okay. And then I can go 1 ear, 2 ear. And this is really loose for her, but you see we got it on.
Yeah.
And that wasn't bad.
That's amazing.
So when I go to take it off, once again, 1 ear, 2 ear. Don't try to do both at once, and don't crunch your horse's ears.
Okay.
And off. Okay, and then I'm going to repeat. And then you're going to get to do it. Okay? And so it's to our benefit when we're practicing. This is I think yours is a little curb bit.
Yes.
Okay, which is fine. She rides nicely in it. This is just a little simpler. If I'm having problems, I will start taking pieces of the bridle off to make it easier for me.
Okay.
Okay? So that I can get down to just a basic crown piece holding a bit. Or like I said, if it's a real problem, I'll have a little length of rope and I'll work with that. Okay. So you see there's multiple things going on here. There's my ability to control where her head is, my ability to control opening her mouth so that I can place the bit in her mouth, and then having, you know, being adequate with the equipment, you know, so that I can get that all on. All of the, that's 3 things: her head placement, the placement of the equipment, and whether I've got the bit in her mouth or not. So I'm opening her mouth. Try again. Hold here and see how I can kind of put my elbow right there. And then I can ask, I'm squeezing gently downward with my thumb towards the base of her incisors. You won't get bit doing that. And then I'm pointing her ear in place, point her ear in place.
You wouldn't believe the fights that professional riders at my old barn have had with her and couldn't get it on.
Really?